Hello, everybody. This is your girl Amber coming to you with another episode of the 215 Show. Coming to you from Houston, Texas. 215, two people, one question, 5 minutes. But again, if I'm spitting fire or my guest is, we might go a tad bit over this. So I wanted to introduce a very good friend and kind of inspiration of mine. Her name is Lakeisha, and that is my cat. He wanted to introduce himself as well to the show. But I wanted to bring Lakeisha on today because I kind of wanted to speak to the masses out there about a specific question with everything going on in 2020. The answer of which would hopefully help them all the good things. So Lakeisha, if you could, oh, I see the babies there. If you could kind of just give us, if you could take just a minute to kind of tell us what are some of the hats that you wear on the daily, so to speak? What kind of job titles, if you will, would you say that you have?
Well, thank you so much for having me on. I should say having us on.
Yes.
Lena Jade is here. But I guess to start off, I am mom, which is why there's a little person on my lap. I also have a son that's 9, so I am mom. I am a dog mom. I am a girlfriend, basically wife, almost 11 years. I don't know, chef, teacher, all of these things. My son is homeschooling right now, so we've got all of that going on. I was previously in healthcare as a profession, and my boyfriend has sickle cell anemia, so occasionally I step into that role too. So I pretty much wear all the hats. Whatever someone needs me to do, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for sharing that with us. Like I said, I wanted to kind of reach out to people that are in the same position as you and kind of get some tips and tricks, or if you have any advice to parents who have to stay home, who have to work from home, who have to teach their kids, who pretty much are, wearing 20 hats at once. Can you kind of tell us how, for lack of a better term, how you make it through the day? Is there any advice for parents out there that you have that can help them feel more comfortable or give some direction on how to just make it through?
Yeah, of course. So the one thing that I can say, the one piece of advice that I have is really just to do the things that have to be done. And that sounds very simple, but I think it's very important also to understand that there are going to be days when certain things won't get done. There are going to be days when you plan to clean the bathroom and pick up all the toys and clean the kitchen and do all of these things. And there's going to be days when you want that to happen and it simply does not happen for one reason or another. Maybe you're tired. Maybe the kids are particularly clingy, or in our instance, our baby girl just hurt her face really bad a few days ago. Sometimes baby cuddles take precedent over picking up a few toys. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really a matter, we hear so much of the time this balancing act, but honestly, it doesn't exist. What it really is a matter of priorities. And one of my favorite sayings that I live by this all the time is that priorities are never in conflict. And I never really understood what that meant. For a really
Okay.
long time, I had trouble with trying to figure out what that meant. And for me, all it simply means is that whatever is most important to me in that moment is what's going to get done. And I think that can be said for all of us. Anytime we find something that's, of most importance, that's where we're going to focus our energy. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
always an easy thing to do. Sometimes you're going to become frustrated and you're going to stop doing all of the things.
Yep.
And some days you're going to be so motivated that you do everything that you want it to do, plus some more stuff.
Mhm.
Whatever it is that ends up happening, I think it's just really important to understand that's how it's going to go. Like you just have to be willing to take it as it comes, to understand that sometimes things are not going to get done when you want them to be.
Mhm. Mhm. I like it. It kind of reminds me of you and I had talked before. We actually tried to record this Zoom, this podcast yesterday, and we had some technical difficulties and it cut short. But you had made mention of something to the effect, I believe, of choosing your battles. Like you said, there's just some days things may not get done, but if it's, not that important and can be done the next day, don't stress yourself out about it. Like right now, I know that she's not feeling well. I know that she injured herself. You had to go to the ER. So I know that juggling homeschool, running a business, running a household, taking care of two babies, all of this can tend to be somewhat of a challenge. And I like how you brought out the fact that there is no such thing as balance. So for anybody out there that thinks that you'll be able to get it all done or even amounts of each or whatever the case may be, that is really just setting priorities. Maybe it's making a list of things to get done and just crossing off the top three, like kind of in line with what you've mentioned. So I love that quote, priorities are never in conflict. And maybe it's baby cuddles, like you said. Maybe the bathroom can wait till tomorrow. Maybe the meal you make tonight can be for the next 2 nights. So I kind of love that analogy and how you put everything together. And it definitely makes a whole lot of sense. So I wanted to thank you for joining us this evening, Keisha. I am going to actually let you go because you got the baby with you there, but I definitely appreciate you spending some time with us to redo this and do 2.0 for this interview. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. Everybody, actually, you know what, Lakeisha, can you give me your Instagram or Facebook handles?
Yeah, so first, thank you for having us. We are very, very happy. Jelena is rocking herself to sleep here. So hopefully within the next few minutes. I believe my Instagram is Keisha S424.
Okay.
And I believe TikTok is the same. And my first and last name are my Facebook. So just Lakeisha Schuster. I know it's long, so I'll have to type it out and send it, but it's not spelled the way that it sounds. So
Okay.
I don't want to confuse anybody, but I appreciate you so much for asking.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted to get your opinion and your viewpoint and everything like that. And we could stick all the handles and everything in the comments once this is uploaded. But I did want to thank you again. I see her trying to rock you to sleep now, so I will let you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, this is normally uploaded every Monday. I apologize for the technical difficulties and delay, but we will have a new episode for you and next Monday as well. Have a good one, guys. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.